Alright, so today we're going to make poor man's barbecue, and I got 2 cans of canned white meat chicken. And of course I got to get me a clean bowl, and then all you need now is a good sized sheet of aluminum foil, because we're going to be making this on the Pit Boss smoker grill. Alright, so now I'm outside and I'm away from all the noise. We're just going to place this on the Pit Boss grill. Uh-oh. That balloon has got to go. Let me hang it down another nail. There we go. She out of my way now. But we're just going to place our tin foil down right there. We're going to place this chicken on top of the tin foil. Hold on, I don't have my magnetic clip on here, but the camera itself is magnetic. I don't know if I can angle it right. That might do it. But I just want to take and put it on the tin foil. All that chicken on there. Let it spread out. This is what I call poor man's barbecue. Now, we are going to let it smoke, and I got the temperature set up to high. I had to do a little reset here. We don't have many wood pellets left in the grill. I got a new bag of wood pellets, but Janice is at work, and she has the car with her, so but there's plenty enough in here to get the job done. As long as we can get that temperature to climb, it is let me show you. Oops, I actually didn't hit the cutoff button, but we got a temperature gauge here, an electric one, and we set it at 135. I got it preheated to 350. We'll cut it up to 400. I want that temperature to climb. See, right now it's sitting at 100. We got 2 ways to measure temperature on this grill. This is the one you really want to watch out for, because it can climb a lot higher than what you set this thing up to climb. And it is already starting to climb now, above 100 already. So now it's the waiting game. Let that chicken start sizzling and boiling on there, and this don't take long at all to make. Poor man's barbecue. When you don't have any pulled pork, sometimes chicken will do the trick. Now it's only been about like 5 minutes, and the digital thermometer temperature is sitting at 295, still climbing toward that 400. But as you can see, this thermometer here is heading up to 300 fast. We got this bad boy set to 400 degrees. Once it hits 400, we will check on the barbecue and see how it's doing. Just in this little bit of time that I've been talking, the temperature here has already climbed to 305. But that's the actual temperature that's going on right now. At 300, it's not even reached 300 quite yet, but it is almost there. This is saying 310 now. Now this might take a little longer to get up there than the digital, but once it hits 400, that will start to once it hits 400 above, that'll start to taper it off. It might climb above 400, but try to taper off the heat to where it'll go back down. And this right here has the potential to shoot up to 450 to 500 degrees if you're not careful. So you want to open that lid once it hits 400 or above. And we are getting there fast. So right now I'm gonna go in the house and I'm gonna get me some kind of utensil to stir that canned chicken with. It's gonna taste like canned chicken no more. It's gonna be tasting like some smoked chicken, and we're gonna add our barbecue sauce to it, and we're gonna make us some sandwiches. We're keeping it simple today. I love this thing. I love this thing, man. I'm telling you what. Alright, be right back. Alright, I got a little set of tongs somewhere, a tiny set. I got these little tiny cooking utensils. Somebody had told me a few videos back that they like these. I got these at the Dollar Tree during the pandemic. I think they still sell them. They have different colors, but my wife's favorite color was purple, so I said, yeah, we'll just go ahead with that purple then. And they are small and convenient and cheap to replace. At least they used to be until the not so Dollar Tree as of recent. But anyway, now they'll cost you $1.25. Highway robbery, isn't it? Alright, so temperature sitting at 350, 365 here. I am running out of camera. Look at their smoke, y'all. Man, that hickory smoke and that chicken. That chicken doesn't smell like canned chicken anymore coming from that grill. It's smelling like grilled chicken now. Alright, hold on just a second. Alright, so it's sitting right at 350 on the manual thermometer that's sitting on the lid of the grill. Just going to open it up and see what's going on with it. As you can see, it is sizzling off all that water that was left from the can. That's what we're looking for, to dry up a lot of that moisture and get that smoke flavor incorporated into that canned chicken. And you can use this technique for other chicken recipes that you have. It just adds really good flavor to this canned chicken. This is one of my latchkey creations, not when I was a kid. When I was adult, of course, we weren't allowed to play with grills back then. Charcoal was never available. We'd buy charcoal and use it as we bought it. We didn't have gas grills back then. We were too poor. There was no such thing as a pellet grill. So my latchkey skills from being a latchkey kid, where we had to make our own food and inventions, you know, has paid off into my adulthood. So this is definitely something I come up with, and you saw it here first. Once I get all my weight loss achieved, this is the type of stuff I'm going to be doing on this channel. More of this type of stuff. At least I hope so. But we're over 350 now. We're heading toward that 400 mark. Got my utensils ready. Let me get y'all set up. Alright. Let's see if that's it. I think you can see that. All that water's cooked down now. getting above 400 now. That is what we're looking for. It is browned. There is no more moisture in that chicken. We're going to take it out, and it is basically done at this point. Alright, hold on a second. Alright, so this is where the tin foil comes in handy. Just going to take our spoon here, fold up this tin foil as best we can. Get it on that bottom tray. And now we're going to get the bowl that we had. Look at it, it's still smoking in there. See how dark and tender and more roast or more barbecue like that chicken has become. You want to leave some of the moisture in there, but you want to brown a good bit of it to get that smoky barbecue flavor that you love, and like a minced barbecue made with pork or something like that. But anyway, that's all there is to it, man. Poor man's barbecue, what I call it. And I told you wrong a minute ago. I did make this as a latchkey kid. When we had the microwave, I used to entertain friends when they would come over. We'd have cans of chicken like this, and I would just microwave it and add the barbecue sauce to it and serve it as sandwiches, and that's just fine too. It tastes really good that way as well. Just want to drain all the water out of the can, get you a microwave safe bowl, heat it up, and add your favorite barbecue sauce to it. Simple as that. We're gonna cut this grill off. I'm gonna go get me a bowl, and we're gonna make some sandwiches in a minute. Stay tuned for that. Well, I'm on the road to go pick up my daughter. Done picked up my son for today. When I dropped my son off, I got to catch Miss Betty's live for a little bit and got to be a part of that for a few minutes. Sorry I had to leave so suddenly, but that is life as the way it is dealt to me. And no, I really don't smoke weed. I was just playing. Sometimes I feel like doing it though, we get up here to the town where my daughter goes to school. I am going to get me something to eat. The barbecue sandwich that I had earlier is gone, so don't forget it's cheeseburger week. I gotta eat some kind of cheeseburger every day. Now I can't eat just cheeseburgers. I gotta eat some other stuff to go along with it. It's one thing with the subs, but at least with the subs, you know, you can change up from chicken to cold cuts to Italian meats to ham to steak and cheese. You got a variety there. I've got no variety with cheeseburgers. It's going to be a burger every time made out of cows. I'll eat it. I'm thinking about getting some more of those Big Kings like I did yesterday. That wasn't too over the top, and it was just enough food to satisfy without making you feel too full or bloated or anything like that. And I was smart this time. I brought my own drink from the house if I don't wind up drinking it all on the road to go get my daughter. They done turned me loose by myself again. That's a dangerous place for me to be. I don't know, man. We'll figure it out when I get there. I don't know. I said I was going to get that big old cheeseburger today, didn't I, at Burger King? I really like that big old cheeseburger at Burger King. That big Bacon King, man, that thing is good. I tell you what, it's loaded with some of them there calories too. But I think I'm good for it for today. So why not? Let's get that big Bacon King. I don't really care for Burger King fries. I think I'll just get the sandwich. Because I got me a drink. I don't really need the fries. I do kind of like their onion rings. But food is just getting too expensive at these fast food restaurants. I guarantee that burger by itself cost around $10 just it. It don't make no sense, but that's why I like them little, two little, what the heck was they called? Them two little, they call them Big Kings. Yeah, them Big Kings. I don't know why they call them big. They ain't very big. But, two of them, is pretty satisfying. So that big Bacon King, that thing will fill you up to the point where you are stuffed to the max full. I don't know. I kind of like them both. We'll decide when we get there. Let me think about it on the rest of the ride. I got about a 20-minute ride ahead of me, so I'll cut you back on and let you know when I get there. I better save some battery life. Not sure what I'm dealing with right now, but we'll holler at you in a little bit. Alright, so I went with the Big Kings again. I mean, 2 for $5, you can't beat it. I mean, it saves money. I did, however, stop in Family Dollar that's local here in this town. And I picked up these sour cream and onion Wise chips for $1. About 3 servings in here. They're really good. I saw some kind of brand. I think it's called Oots or something like that. It's got a little Chinese looking girl on there. And them chips was $4 a bag. I just don't see paying it for a bag of chips. These little cheeseburgers is good. I'm getting hooked on them. I thought about that Big Bacon King, but I want a little bit more variety, so I stopped and got me some chips. You think if I'm eating something called wise, it will make me wiser? Don't answer that. Don't answer that. That's some good potato chips. This brand is a good brand. In fact, this brand has been around since I was a child. I used to love the Wise brand of onion rings over the Funyuns. They had a smoother texture. I could have eaten me another barbecue sandwich from the house, but that would ruin cheeseburger week, wouldn't it? This particular Burger King in my daughter's the town where my daughter goes to school, a lot of the employees that are in here have been here the whole time that she's went to school here. She is 16 now, and she's been going here since kindergarten. And a lot of them know me when I come through here. Yeah, I like to get satisfied and save money at the same time. It can be done if you shop for the right things. Sorry about that, my camera overheated. I got to cut the airway on and cool it down. This little metal frame though will cool down pretty fast. Try to keep some air blowing on it and see if that'll help with the overheating issue. Cut it down so it don't drown out the sound of me. Or are y'all Y'all like it drowning out the sound of me, don't you? Anyway, we finished that first king, so look at it. Look at all that glorious cheese running out that thing. Like I was saying, it's great to have a break from the fasting this week. We went at it really hard for a little while there. And I'll check in on the scale about Wednesday and see what kind of damage I've done, and probably be scaling it down around Thursday like I did in the past. And try to get a little results on the scale next Monday. Hopefully we'll see a 1 to 2 pound drop at least. I'm good with that. Or even a standstill would be fine with me at this point. Because I can turn on the extreme fasting anytime I get ready. I have the mindset for that. But you also got to have the mindset to turn that off as well. You don't want to go too overboard and too extreme for too long, because you do need food and nutrition as well. It doesn't mean you have to overdo it. Alright folks, so it is the end of the day and this is the afterthoughts. So sorry my camera died the second time. It ran out of battery. I forgot to charge it up, and I did not realize it was about dead, so wound up eating most of that bag of chips. I left a few in there. Not much to even call a serving left. There was 3 servings in there. I pretty much ate 2.5 servings of the chips in that bag, and it's all good. It's all good. I don't care this week. Gonna practice my intermittent fasting, but not as heavily as I did last week. The reason for that is I don't want my body to get used to and adjust to that change in case I need to implement it again in order to drop a big amount of weight in the near future. I'm sure that is what I will be faced with. Intermittent fasting to me can consist of what they call alternate day fasting, which is a 48-hour fast. I have not implemented that yet. I have not had to yet. But if things ever get too extreme, the weight loss gets a little too hard, you can expect that sometime in the future, or maybe not. I mean, I don't know yet. We'll have to cross that bridge when that day comes, but that is still, in my opinion, just intermittent fasting. I think once you're going into 3 days or more, you're going into the extended fast type of deal. And in my youth, I have done a 3-day fast. I have done those extended fasts, and they're really powerful. But they are also, they will drive you a bit insane, because your body really starts craving food after a while on those. It's a lot easier the way I'm doing it now. And 48-hour fast is pushing it. It is pushing it to your maximum limit. That's just my opinion. I'm sure everybody's opinion is different. We all do what we can to lose the weight. I like this way. I like being able to eat what I want. There's another person out there I watch, and they do a certain diet, and when they're talking, it's it's sad to really watch. I mean, it's hard to watch. I used to be subscribed to this person, and I hardly ever unsubscribe anyway. I had to unsubscribe to this person because they act as if they're trying to convince you of things, but it almost comes off as they're trying to convince themselves within their videos of what they're doing. I mean, they'll this person is a vegan, and it's not like any of my subscribers where they do it and they're comfortable in their lifestyle enough to talk to other people about their lifestyle. This person will go off on stuff like I don't crave candy bars anymore, and he'll come up with all kinds of reasons and this and that why I just don't crave them anymore. I used to eat this type of candy bar all the time, every day. I had to have the big king size ones, and then I tried to cut down for a while, and I only cut down to the small candy bars. But now I just don't crave them anymore. I just eat some oatmeal mixed with some mushrooms, and I'm just as happy as I can be on this lifestyle. And he shows this food to me. I'm like, okay, you keep telling yourself that, brother. I watched some people on the vegan diets, and they eat some really good food that I know I could enjoy. That stuff you be showing me, man, that's kind of scary. I know they're not going to watch this. That's why I can talk about it. And even if they did, I really don't care. I mean, oh my God! And I watch like Patty Too Mad. She's a vegan. She practices intermittent fasting along with her vegan lifestyle, and is maintaining all of her weight loss. And I'm like, that's freaking amazing. I love it. It's great. That is perfect. This person's like, don't restrict yourself. Just eat the great foods that you're doing in this vegan lifestyle, and you're going to be just fine. And if you don't get results this time, at least you ate healthy food and you're satisfied with it, and it's doing great things for you. I'm looking at him, I'm like, well, you still got a long way to go. Got a long way to go. You came a long way, but most of what you did was through a 40-hour water fast. That's freaking extreme. 40-day water fast. That's extreme. You need to change up. If you ever see this, you need to change up and do something else. I am scared for your health, man. That's the thing with all diets. I mean, you can overdo it on all of them, and that was my problem with keto. I was so comfortable in it, and I was basically creating foods that I like pizza. I would create a pizza out of these almond flour crusts and cauliflower crusts, or whatever the case may be, and I was creating the foods that I liked, and I was still overindulging on them, even though it was all keto. Okay, and it worked for a while, but then the plateau occurred, and then the up and down in weight occurred. Never really continued any forward progress. I was in this state of fluctuation between 10 pounds, up and down in that 10 pounds, before I discovered that most all influencers out there over keto practice intermittent fasting. And then the light bulb went off in my head. This is stuff that I've always done. This stuff I've done in my youth to lose weight. This is stuff I was told not to do. At one point, we were told not to do it. It was unhealthy. And it's funny how all these diets out there, they'll tell you, oh, you got to do it our way, you got to eat our product, or you got to eat our way. And then they tell you to restrict by not snacking in between meals, and then how they do 16/8. with not just keto, but other diets too, So I'm thinking, a 16-8, that's God's way. That's going without food. That's what the Bible tells you about fasting. Like I said in the past, there are entire cultures who practice fasting, and their health issues are better than ours here in America. So I decided to cut out all fad diets, all of them, every one. You want to see where I done keto? Go to the Backcountry Ragbag. That channel is mine, and you will see where I done keto, and you will see where I stopped. Stopped videoing, but I didn't stop doing keto. I did keto 9 months into it, but I fluctuated for a long time between, I'd say, August of 2020 to about February, March of 2021 before I just give up on keto altogether. And now the funny part is, if I would have discovered the IF part of keto in the beginning, I would probably never got off keto. I'd have probably successfully lost all of my weight without any weight gain, and everybody would be a believer in the keto through my progress. I think that's highly unfair. I don't know about you guys, but I think that is unfair. That is an unfair assumption to think that a diet like that would cause it, because a lot of people would see that in me, and they would go on that fad diet, and try to implement that into their lifestyle, and then they would experience what I experienced with the yo-yoing. So here I am preaching the truth about intermittent fasting and fasting in general. That is the true key to weight loss. That is God's way. And they try to tell you don't have to, a lot of them will say, it's not about willpower. Willpower is the strength that God gives you. God gives you free will. The word will in itself is the only superpower that we have given to us by the Lord Almighty. It does take willpower. You might not want to hear it, but willpower is a thing, and I possess it. I possess that willpower. It's how I'm able to fluctuate off a strict intermittent fasting schedule, like I was on last week, into what I'm doing this week, with adding a little more without going too overboard. Willpower is a thing. Get familiar with it, and through willpower and intermittent fasting, you will have success. That is all I have for today. Until tomorrow, you folks have a good one.